Hi guys, this is Ranjit, and in this video we'll be doing a review for this iconic Marshall Woburn. This is actually the latest version that was launched in India about a month ago, and I've been actually testing this for the last 15 days. This is the Woburn 3, and this is the big brother. In the Marshall lineup we actually have three different ones, the Acton, Stalmon and this one. I opted for this one because I have a fairly big room and I also thought I'll use it in the home theater. And overall I would say if you have the budget for this one, this sounds amazing. But again, this is not perfect. So let's dive in the review. Okay, before I get into the details about this one, let me actually give you a physical overview, because in terms of looks also this is very iconic and the build quality is amazing. So let me give you an idea about the product itself. As you can see, this is the Woburn 3, and again, in terms of looks, it maintains the look of the earlier versions, and I like the look of this. Gives that retro feel, and the build quality is really good. This feels like actually leather, but this is faux leather, but the build quality is really good, as you can see. And now to give you an idea about the buttons, I really like it, and if you notice, these are actually all metallic. You can switch this on and off. This is a physical button, for example, as you can see. So I really like these small things. Let me just switch it on. It's now switched on. And again, we have other buttons where you can adjust the treble like this. The bass you can adjust directly from here. There's also an app. I'll show you that. Not a problem. But volume also and it has a nice touch that it shows you the levels. So just looking at it, you get an idea. You can change the source from here. Also, you can add an aux. So I like this one, and it gives that retro feel. Looks very classy in terms of build quality that you are getting. So guys, this is the back, and again some of the connections are here. Here we have a RCA input, so if you have that old styled stuff, you can connect here. We also have a HDMI connector. You can actually connect this to the televisions if you have an ARC connection. So most of the modern televisions have that, so you can actually do that. Now to give you an audio demo, what I did is I've played the speaker here and I've placed my microphone over here so that we can actually capture it, and I'm going to play some copyright free songs. This is on and on to give you an idea. I'm going to increase the volume a little bit.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't want to waste what's left. The storms we chase.
So we also have this Marshall app, and this is optional guys, and again, as you can see, it detected that we have a firmware and it connects via Bluetooth LE. We also have a basic equalizer, but it's nothing but just adjusting the bass and treble that you can do from the unit itself. So pretty basic, but one important thing is placement composition is there on this one, which is actually important. Based on this, again, the depth of the bass will change significantly. So again, play around with this one. Pretty basic app that you have. Also has the night mode about this one, and the biggest thing that you'll use this app is for just the firmware upgrades. I tested it with 3 different smartphones, and you don't have to install this app to make it work. So guys, you heard the samples and everything, but again, I want to stress the microphone was simply not able to capture the whole depth and the sound of this one. The bass this one actually produces is just mind-boggling. In fact, I had to lower down the bass and never had to go above 6. You can go up to 10 on this one. So, and default sound signature also, whereas the bass is kept to 5 and the treble tones is kept to 5, they also sound very good. It's very airy, and again, even at a distance, it sounds beautiful. It feels like you're in a live music. That is the sound signature, I would say. It's beautiful. And again, I would say it's very difficult to portray this in the camera. You have to actually experience it for yourself, because as I've told you, I tried multiple mics, but they were simply not able to capture the whole depth of the sound that this one was producing. And the clarity is superb on this one. The vocals sound beautiful. The high tones have that shimmer. You can easily tweak it as you want. Actually, by default, you don't have to, but again, that shimmer is also there. And the bass is so much beautifully done that it will rock it. In fact, you might have to actually lower down the bass on this one. So in terms of sound signature, I would say it was beautifully done, not excessive, not artificial or something, and it felt very lively if I have to talk about the sound signature. And the good thing I liked about this one is the sound stage is slightly wider compared to earlier Marshalls. For example, one of my friend, I've heard his Marshall, that was Stanmore about 2 years ago. I feel here it's even more lively, the sound. So definitely I would say go go and check out in a physical store to get an idea, because conveying it via the video is very, very difficult. But personally for me, in terms of sound signature, I have to say this actually gets a 10 on 10 for me. But again, it's not perfect. As I've told you, mostly it connects via Bluetooth, and I was using it via Bluetooth. It's very easy to connect via Bluetooth. In fact, it has Bluetooth LE also, so it's actually future proof. That is low latency, low energy Bluetooth is there, so the latest smartphones and stuff in the future will be supporting that, and this has that support, so that way it's good. But again, one more thing is that this one also has the HDMI ARC, so you can actually connect it to your television. I tried it, it worked, but personally, as you can see, this is too bulky to be placed near the television in my frank opinion. But yeah, that functionality is there. But again, there are some shortcomings, and overall, if I have to rate this one, I would rate it 8.75 out of 10. And now you might ask, Ranjit, if you're telling me in terms of sound quality, it's a 10 on 10, why just 8.75 out of 10? There are two flaws that I've noticed with this product. One thing, as I've told you, you mostly connect it via Bluetooth. The connectivity is rock solid. I don't have a problem with that. But the problem is that sometimes when you're listening to music or something, you just pause the music. Maybe you want to attend something or whatever. There is a built-in timer. If you pause the music for over 10 minutes, it goes into deep sleep mode. And when you come back, and if you press the play button, it will not wake up from sleep. The only way to wake it up from sleep is to disconnect the Bluetooth and re-enable. So I feel this is a big bummer personally for me, because this interrupts the stuff. So, and the timer is hard limit. So it has a sleep timer. If you're not using it for more than 10 minutes, it goes into deep sleep mode. I understand why they are doing it, because it has a very powerful amplifier in this one, and it might get hot if it's not used, and it's just powering it up. So I understand that concept. But again, as they have an app, they could have actually given an option in the app to adjust the sleep. Let's say I don't want it to go to sleep for, if it's I'm not using it for 20-25 minutes. If it was tweakable, it would have been great, because that is the thing that bugged me, and that happened quite a few times, that it goes to auto sleep if you're not using for 10 minutes, and to wake it up you have to actually disconnect the Bluetooth and reconnect the Bluetooth. So that was the big pain point for me. Second thing is that in terms of functionality, as this is an expensive product, as I've told you, almost 60,000, 59,999, and at this price point, it does not have any Wi-Fi functionality. You may ask, why do you need Wi-Fi functionality? Yes, but Bluetooth works perfectly fine, not a problem. But if it had Wi-Fi, again, it would have opened opportunities for Apple AirPlay and also Chromecast audio and stuff like that. So that is missing. That's why I deduct that 1.25 points. But apart from that, if you have the budget, yes, it's an expensive product. It's a big thumbs up from me in terms of the sound signature that I was getting. In fact, it's so good that I was just singing. Even my daughter loves music, and she also thoroughly are actually enjoying this product in terms of sound signature. So that was my review of this Marshall Woburn 3. What do you guys feel about the same? Again, if you're planning to go for this, I would highly suggest that you go to a physical store and check it out. What I'll do is, guys, I'll also try to leave the product link here. YouTube has started a new thing. If it's available, I'll add that link so you can actually check it out. Anyways, guys, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care, guys.